out, but really we've been right there in all of the losses that we've had. So it could go either way. They come in tonight next to last at 6-19, 8-21 overall. Right behind them is Cloud, 4-21. So right now it looks like it could be Dodge City. Now Hutchinson is tied for second with Barton at 20-5 and Hutchinson at 20-5. If the Blue Dragons, depending on what happens with Barton and Neosho, need to stay on track. It's a possibility Coffeyville, if they lose to Cali, which is traveling to Coffeyville, there could be a tie. Hutch would get the first round. If not, we could again coming up on Thursday night back to the sports arena.
Yeah, and that's something that has happened in the past, where you end up playing a team to close out a season and see them again the next day. I think some of those closer losses in this 6-game losing streak you'd be looking at, Glenn. Barton only lost by 5. That was here in Dodge City. And also here in Dodge City, tell me if this sounds familiar, a 1-point loss to Allen. And I think that's what also makes this Dodge City team, with 8 wins on the season and 21 losses and a 6-game we talked about. You have a team here in the bottom third of the conference, but is going to be right there because their margin in games, they only average losing by 2 on the season.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Overall record against Dodge City, Blue Dragons with the edge, 116-64. In Hutchinson, 58-26. In Dodge, 48-32. Nutricourt, 12-6. This dates back to 1935. They first played the Dodge City Conquistadors and won 30-25 back in December 20th of 1935. Rusty Hills did the game back there back in that time, way back in 1935. And also, we played them in 36. This is one of the longest series I think we have against any team in the Jayhawk Conference. I mean, dating clear back to 1935. Hutchinson was founded in 1929.
Well, and I think new venues help refresh this long-standing rivalry. You have the renovation of the sports arena in Hutchinson, and you have this relatively new facility here over the last 2 or 3 years for Dodge City to play in. So when you do that, you start investing in programs, whether it be with venues or renovating venues, and then you have fresh jerseys and fresh players. It may be a long-standing rivalry, but with the new face.
Kids coming in and out of the program every 2. We have had some. Duncan Reed was a coach here. You might not know Duncan. He passed away a couple years ago. He ended up coaching up in Illinois, but he was quite the character. Casey Malik, he retired last year. He used to be the AD here for a long time. He was a great head coach here. He and all the coaches, Dave Farrar and the whole gang, used to have we used to have some really characters. We still have some good characters. Fletchall's one of them. Coach X another one. But we really used to have some characters that I remember when I first got into the league and was calling games in here, which is a long, long time ago, about 28 years to be exact. So anyway, Hutchinson and Dodge City getting set to take it on. Coming out here in a little bit. A couple things to note. J.J. Rhymes now is in scoring, a scoring leader with 1,179. One on the ledge, 1,276. So a little less than 100 points remaining. So JJ would have to go a little bit longer to try to catch up with he and Bashir Ahmed, who's in there at number 6 as well. Van Du also, though, is at number 21. He could pass Akbar Hoffman, who is at 951. Devontae Van Du at number 21 on the all-time list as well. We're going to get set to do the Star Spangled Banner coming your way in just a little bit, as we are live from Dodge City on the campus of Dodge City Community College. And we're so glad to have you along this evening as well, as, again, the Lady Dragons winning 50-35. Rustin, I'll be back at it again coming up at the Sports Arena coming up on Thursday night. So we're getting set for the national anthem. We'll take a 2-minute back to starting lineups right after this.
This is Carter Fall, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this winter as the proud tradition of Blue Dragon men's and women's basketball continues at the historic Hutchinson Sports Arena. Both teams are favorites in the tough Jayhawk Conference, so you won't want to miss any of the action. Find the schedule at BlueDragonSports.com, like us on Facebook, and follow Blue Dragon Sports on Twitter. As always, go Blue Dragons.
Are you caring for an elder parent or neighbor with physical limitations? It's difficult to get them in and out of a passenger vehicle, get them inside the building, and then go park your car. Reno County area transportation vehicles are designed to make this sort of travel easier on both of you. Let RCAT do the driving so you can concentrate on caregiving. Call 694-2913 for information.
If you listen to the radio or watch TV, you probably realize you could be in for a real shock when you get your next heating bill. E&M Plumbing has the solution with the Rude 90-plus modulating gas furnace. Efficiency ratings of 94% and above could mean 30 to 40% savings on heating costs. And it's so quiet, you'll wonder if it's even running at all. E&M's regular service and Rude's reputation for reliability are your answers for high energy costs. For no obligation answers, call E&M Plumbing, your Rude dealer for the Hutchinson area.
No time to fix breakfast? Just call us at Anchor Away 662-3100 and we'll have it ready for you. Choose from our selection of breakfast burritos, biscuits, or one of our 5 different complete breakfast plates. Breakfast from 7 to 10:30, Monday through Saturday. If you missed us for breakfast, we're here for lunch and dinner too. Pick up your favorite Mexican dinner or take some home for the family. We're open till 9. That's Anchor Away, drive-through, carry-out, and catering under the water tower at B & Adams in Hutchinson, 662-3100.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Don City, the Student Activity Center on the campus of Don City Community College, and it's the Golf Burke Family Court. We're so glad to have you along. Glenn Grundle along with Darren Dunn. Glad to have you along on Country 102.9 KHCT in Hutchinson, as well as KWBW 1450 AM and 98.5 FM. Your starting lineups here is Darren Dunn.
For Dodge City at 8-21 on the season and losers of 6 straight. Number 5, Dayton McGordy, 6'3", sophomore, hometown product out of Dodge City. He did not start against the Blue Dragons earlier this year on January 13th in Hutchinson. Tajay Anderson at guard, Tallahassee, Florida, 6'3", sophomore, gets the nod. Marquis, he also did not start against the Blue Dragons last time out. Kevin Howard was one of those starters, and Justice Dixon was the other. Those guys will come off the bench tonight. Bruce Hodges at guard, a 6'1" sophomore from Lima, Ohio. And finally, Jairus Friels at 6'7", the freshman from Evansville, Indiana. For the Blue Dragons, I think they found what they like here with Devontae Bandu, 6'3", sophomore from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. J.J. Rhymes, 6'4", sophomore from Phoenix, Arizona. And Rob Whitfield, 6'3", sophomore out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Those 3 usually the given on any night. And tonight they will add Raekwon Taylor, 6'7", freshman from Jamaica, New York. And the 6'6", sophomore from Haverstraw, New York, at guard, Kai Mitchell. I don't know, listed as guard on some of your paperwork.
Yeah, he's
plays more of a forward.
He's a forward. He's also a good goat milker.
Did he do that fair thing?
Yeah, he did. He and JJ, as well as also Kai Nuhu. All 3 of them did a great job with the fair thing. I've got pictures of a couple of them. So anyway, sophomore night, as you might imagine, here the last game of the year before we head into the Region 6. There we go. And we got the first home game coming up this coming Thursday night, unless Callie helps out the Blue Dragon cause tonight and gets a win. As we will check that action coming up in just a little bit. They're acknowledging their sophomores, and Darren, nice job in the women's game. You did a great job. The Dragons a little slow starting, but they got a nice third quarter and were able to come out with a win. So now they will more than likely play Colby coming up on Thursday night. We're going to leave a to-be determined until we know what's going on with the guys. But come on out tomorrow night. It'll be his last Dragon talk. I appreciate it if you come on out and say hello. I think you're going to be there. Plan on trying to make the.
Yeah, I'm going to try to. I haven't been this year, and I've heard so many great things about it, mainly from a guy named Glenn Grunwald.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man. Good stuff.
And I'm kind of hoping that he will also pick up the tab, but we'll see.
Yeah, you know what? I'll do that for you.
No,
I'll do that for you.
Buy my pizza. I'm joshing you.
Well, speaking of Josh, we'll make Josh Scooch buy the pizza possibly. So, you know what? They do a great job, and they provide us pizza for us, so you can be included in that, no doubt about that. All right, we're about set to get underway. As Dodge City has been introduced, the Blue Dragons have been introduced, so we'll get set for some good basketball action coming away. Jay Syriac, the assistant for the Blue Dragons for the last 6 seasons, is here in attendance tonight. He, along with Dallas Comstock, as well as also, of course, Reggie Freeman, which I watched Reggie shoot the other night. He still got it. He doesn't have the legs that he used to have when he played for Texas back in the mid-'90s, but he can still shoot the rock. And Reggie's a great guy, great coaching staff for the Blue Dragons. Steve Tucker's in his first year. Kyle Campbell, after he came from Coffeyville to here, moved on to the Division I level as an assistant. And Steve Tucker's assistant is Chris Hagan.
You know, you're talking about Reggie Freeman. I think, isn't that the first thing to go for most athletes? They went at the same time?
At the same time.
Middle builders at first.
You know, I'm gonna hide my own Easter eggs and wait a half hour and go out and try to find them. All right, here we go. Jumping center will be Don City. They're in a light yellow, I call it yellow uniforms. Kind of tough to see, but the opening tip is controlled by the Blue Dragons. Is Devontae Van Du in the road reds with the blue numerals, white trim. Here's Taylor out top. Van Du down low to Kai Mitchell, squares up, shoots it on his way, and hits it. 2-0 Dragons. Kai Mitchell strips the cores from about, 6 feet out, 6 to 8 feet out on the right side. It's 2-0 Hutchinson with the early lead. Conquistadors running across the top. They'll hand it back on the outer perimeter with the basketball outside. Anderson, he'll gun and miss. Kai Mitchell rebound. Outlet comes quickly to Taylor. And Raekwon will run it up and bring it up. Gives up the basketball now, holds up. Kai Mitchell, backdoor play underneath the Taylor, up and good. Boy, you like to see that. And a quick timeout's going to be taken by Steve Tucker. He says, hey, we can't have that. 19-14 to go in the first half. 4-0 Hutchinson already on top. We'll be back in a half minute.
Hello, this is Tom Elliott of Elliott Mortuary, and again this year we are pleased to help sponsor HCC Blue Dragon Sports. We encourage you to support all the Blue Dragon games, both home and away, with your attendance. But if not, we hope you enjoy listening to the game here on KWVW and Country 102.9. Elliott Mortuary and Crematory, a proud sponsor of Hutchinson Community College, and honored to have served the families of Hutchinson and Reno County since 1935.
It'll be Don City basketball. And a quick timeout taken by head coach Steve Tucker to talk things over. They got beat on that backdoor play there and done really pretty severely. So I think he wanted to talk things over, get that stop quick. Ball on the outside, they'll set it up. That's going to be out top of the key. Now they're working back to Hodges. Hodges out of Ohio, left side. Dribble penetration underneath by Friels. Ball rejected. Taylor with the rebound. Gets the outlet. He's got a couple boards already. Here comes J.J. Rhymes, sophomore out of Stone Mountain High School out of Phoenix. Layup up and good. Made it look so easy on that baseline right. And it 6-0 Hutch.
And it wasn't because the defender, LaGuardia, almost shoved him completely out of bounds. Great balance and recovery by J.J. Rhymes.
There's a drive inside to bounce into the lane. Shot up, not there. J.J. Rhymes rebound offensively by Whitfield. And taking the ball away. 6-0 Hutch with a half dozen lead already. 18-12 to go in the first half. Jumper up, missing by Van Du. Bouncing, comes out. It was the miss. I thought I was going to have to take it back after it bounced 3 times. It didn't go. There's a drive, a little leaner, not there. Rebound, slapped away. It will be Hutchinson basketball. Trying to get in there and rebound it away was McCray.
Can't ask for a much better start to hit your first 3 shots, and in 46 seconds already had a 4-point lead and force a timeout. How many teams have to take a timeout before a minute's even gone by?
Here comes Van Du. Devontae Van Du out of Ontario, Canada. Brampton, a city of 653,000. That's a huge metroplex, about 30 minutes away from Toronto, what Devontae told me. Jumper by Kai Mitchell, rips over the rim with a couple bounces, and it'll be the rebound to Dodge City, and bringing it up will be McGroarty. Right side jumper, lefty, lets it fling, not there. Rebound picked up by the Blue Dragons. Bringing it up will be Whitfield, and he loses it, gets it back. Back outside now to Kai Mitchell. The rekey it. Feed down low underneath the Van Du. 20 on the shot clock. Van Du in traffic, puts it up, gets his own rebound. Goes up again. This time he scores it. Nice job on the follow shot. You'd learn that in junior high to follow your own shot. Did a good job right there on the low blocks.
4 Blue Dragons with baskets here for the first 8.
Hutchinson, number 11 in the nation before that Allen Community College loss. There's a missed shot, and a rebound comes out for the Blue Dragons. Here's J.J. Rhymes. Nice in between two players. Lots of contact. Nothing called. Taylor with the offensive board. And a foul's going to be called on the floor. It'll be Blue Dragon basketball. Rhymes bounced in between. Two players sandwiched him, but no call made.
Well, you're not kidding. They're letting a lot of contact go on JJ, and I think that's been the biggest part of his game is he's been able to play through that this year and finish. I mean, you keep in mind he had 5 and 1 baskets against Allen.
Have you ever seen as crazy of a situation as we had? They're going to check shot clock. As we had it with, 2 or 3 minutes to go in that Indy game with a total between the two teams of 8 technical fouls called?
You know, I'm not sure I've ever seen that many,
I have
especially
never
the ones
seen
that happen in a row.
Game.
Double technicals were always fun to call, but they had to be deserved. And the same official got a couple of double technicals in there, so he had himself a great night of calling those. I wasn't sure about the dunk and the hanging on the rim until I went back and looked at it.
He pulled himself
and
up.
He did. I saw it from a different angle. And it was a great call. It was a great call on the pulling himself up on the rim.
Talk more about that in a second. Ball comes in. J.J. Rhymes has it to Kai Mitchell. He directs traffic. 21 on the shot clock. Down low to Rhymes. He'll follow a jumping on his way. Rimming, out no good. Rebound's going to be cleared out there by the Dodge City Conquistadors. And they want to run quickly up the court. They'll bring it. That's Dixon. Dixon had a great game against the Blue Dragons when they knocked off the Blue Dragons back in January. Here's a drive underneath. McCray, follow a jumper, up, rattles out, missed shot, put up and missing by number 21, Howard, and the rebound's cleared out by the Blue Dragons. Hutchinson bringing it up was 16:09 to go in this first half of play, leading at 8-0. Kai Mitchell right underneath the Bandu basket, good. Hutch is up 10-0. And another timeout. This time it'll be a full. 15:58 to go in this first half of play. Hutch 10, Dodge City nothing. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Hi, Brian Bobo, General Manager of Midwest Ford and Toyota in Hutchinson. Longtime sponsors of HCC Sports and are always looking for ways to help our local community. We know you have many choices when it comes to your vehicle needs, and that's how we came up with a better way. Any new or most pre-owned vehicles at Midwest Superstore will come with our warranty for life. That includes a limited lifetime powertrain warranty, helping you with security and reliability and overall lower cost. We don't have it, we can get it. New Toyota, new you. Come see us at 1100 East 30th or online at MidwestSuperstore.com.
If you are injured on the court or mat this season, get your injury evaluated at the Athletic Injury Walk-In Clinic at the Summit. The free-of-charge clinic runs Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 9:30 a.m. The certified clinic athletic trainers at Pinnacle Sports Medicine and Orthopedics will evaluate your injury and let you know what steps need to be taken and help you get back in the game.
Together providing exceptional healthcare, reach new heights at Summit.
Welcome back into Dodge City, where the Blue Dragons have forced 2 early timeouts on their way to a 10-0 advantage. The Conquistadors have started cold, 0 for 7 from the floor.
Yeah, ball on the outside. Dixon gives it up, right wing, dribble penetration, they'll back it inside, jumper up, nope, not there, on a missed shot by McCray, rebound cleared out by J.J. Rhymes. 15:37 to go. After play, Hutch up 10-0, trying to make it a dozen. The three-pointer makes it a bigger 13-0 now. Hutchinson with the lead, and Whitfield drains the tray from the left side corner of straight up the free throw line. Jumper up and on his way the other way, and finally a two-pointer's up and good by McCray. So he breaks it. They don't score to the 15-17 mark of this first half of play. Has a drive inside, stolen away as J.J. Rhymes couldn't make it happen. Coming up with it was Dixon. Here comes Dodge. 13-2. Three-pointers good by Justice Dixon.
You mentioned the good game he had at the sports arena. I think he surprised everybody with those 13 points. His shot is so unconventional, but he's worked on it enough he can get it to go.
13-5, 5 unanswered points by Dodge City. Kai Mitchell underneath the Taylor, spins in the lane, goes up, and can't finish. Gets his own board taken away from him. Got to finish those. And quickly coming up will be Sal Nuhu. He'll get off the bench and get set to come in. He's out of Bronx, New York for the Blue Dragons. Follow a jumper, up no good. Rebound, J.J. Rhymes for Hutchinson. Left or right as you watch and listen tonight on the Blue Dragon Sports Network and also on Eagle Radio. Glad to have you along on both Hutchinson's country station as well as KWBW and KHUT and Hutch. Ball on the outside, Bandu to Taylor. Kai Mitchell brings it in at the free throw line, stops, pops, and misses. Foul called, however. In the act of shooting, Kai will step to the line to shoot free throws.
That's one spot in his game we saw a lot of last year where he was able to knock down pretty consistently from about that 12 to 15 range. Most of the season he's really struggled with that, but here lately he's been finding that touch.
Free throw toss by Kai Mitchell is up and
3 points now for Kai.
Here comes Sal Nuhu in for Taylor. Sal Nuhu, part of that milking team, is what, Darren, was the funniest thing. Coach Eck was there giving the instructions. He told him to pick out the brown goat. And Sal says, which one? He says, the brown one. He says, Coach, they're all brown. Free throw toss up and good by Kai Mitchell. So Warren Hardy says, is that how it is in the Dragon Huddle? He says, that's exactly how it is in the Dragon Huddle. Ball on the outside. Hutchinson still up by 10 at 15-5. Dodge City with the basketball on the outside. They drop it down roll blocks right side. Turn around, not there. Foul called, however. It's going to be called on the floor.
Jairus Friels at 6'7" was a beast back in the arena in January. He had a double-double with 10 points and 16 rebounds. And he's one of those guys who not only has the height, he has the body. He's just a big presence on the inside who can go to work.
Free throws up and good. As Friels is able to score the front end of the two-shot foul.
And James Rojas in for the Blue Dragons now. Maybe a chance to counteract the big body of Jairus Friels. Second free throw
got
also
them both,
good.
Yeah, got them both. So 15-7, Hutchinson lead has cut a little bit. Blue Dragons will bring it up, trying to settle in with 13:41 to go in his first half of play. Ball on the outside, Rojas is in there. Shot up and good by Sal Nuhu. Good to see Sal. Sal, in my opinion, had one of his best games the other night against Indy.
Well, you know Sal's going to get you rebounds and blocks, but when he can add points, he becomes the complete package.
17-7. Dragon lead is back at 10 again. Hutchinson had a lead of 13 zip earlier on, and finally Dodge starting to get on track a little bit. Here's dribble drive right side by Howard. Shot doesn't go. Rebound, Sal Nuhu rips it out. Here comes Van Du. Long pass to Rojas. Looks inside. Nobody cut. He takes it in, gives it off to Nuhu. He'll bang inside. Not there. Ball knocked away, and coming up with it will be Friels. Up the court, here comes Dixon, right side, a shot up and angling up and good by Blackwell, Tamaji Blackwell. Makes it 17-9. Dragon lead is cut back down to 8. That's with the basketball. J.J. Rhymes to Van Du. Van Du dribble penetrates, kicks it right side underneath Nuhu. Basket good. Sal Nuhu with a couple of baskets. Here comes Dodge City. Dribble penetration. Leaner. Nope, not there. Foul called. Nuhu with the foul. Any active shooting will send Dodge to the line with 12:18 to go on this first.
And the two guys, Howard and Dixon, who started at the sports arena, and suddenly there was the spark.
Yep.
And now the Conquistadors have gotten on the board to the tune of 10 points.
19-10 your score. Second free throw by Kevin Howard. Takes his time. Free throw toss is up and missing. Rebound, J.J. Rhymes covers up, brings it up himself. Rhymes again, shot him out in high school. Dr. Walmsley and Hutchinson brought a nice article back for J.J. Gave it to me to give to him the other night about one of his assistant coaches at Shadow Mountain. Ball on the outside, Rojas. So check that, that's Taylor. Here's Rojas. He'll drive in, floats one. Shot won't go. Ball out of bounds. Teardrop doesn't fall, and ball will go over to Dodge City.
Not necessarily the best shot selection for James Rojas, but I can't blame him for trying to get going in the offense. See if he settles in and gets a better look next time, though.
Up the court, Dodge City brings it. Anderson gives it back on the outer perimeter. Here's Hodges. Back to Dixon. Back to Hodges. Hodges dribble penetrates. Van Du covering up on him. Little runner doesn't go. Great rebound by Taylor. Outlet comes to J.J. Rhymes. He gets around Dixon, but the foul's called on Dixon. Won't be a shooting situation. That'll be the only third team foul against the Conquistadors, and Dixon knew that he had to stop J.J. Rhymes or he's going to get flushed on.
Well, and he knows that he's at a significant disadvantage height-wise. JJ 6'4", Dixon 5'11".
Inbounding far side will be Bandu right in front of the Conquistador bench.
You don't want to end up on a poster. You take that foul early.
No kidding. Ball on the outside. Tyler Cotton into the lineup now. Sophomore out of Wichita, Kansas. Played his high school ball at Wichita North. Rojas. Dribble drives underneath. Hands it to Cotton. Layup doesn't go. I think he was surprised he got it. What do you think?
Yeah, plus he was backing out from the ball, so he was fading away as he tried to push that ball back up to the rim.
Ball blocked by Cotton. Got a hand on it. Here comes Cotton. Dodge City kids stayed and thought he'd get a foul. There's a drive to the basket by Rojas. He lets go. And we saw a T called real close to that the other day.
Same type of dunk.
Not quite as emphatic on the pull-up as Sal had, and I teased him after the game about it. He said he didn't do it. Then he gave me that sheepish grin, and I knew he did. Shepard not there. Rojas with the rebound. James will push it quickly. He's going to give it up underneath. Back outside to give it up to Taylor. He goes up strong. Can't get it to go. Loose basketball picked up by Dodge. They'll go the other way in a reach around. Cheap foul by Rojas to reach around. And if you're going to foul, I'd rather you get your money's worth. 10:28 to go in the half. It'll be Dodge City. That is only the third team foul, though, against the Blue Dragons. Not a shooting situation. It will be inbounding by Dodge City.
I think even though that was a missed dunk this last time down, you saw a lot of power and control going to the basket. So maybe at least even with a missed dunk, Raekwon Taylor has set the precedence. You best get out of my way.
Yep, no kidding. Good point. Ball comes in, Dodge City to inbound it. They'll flare it outside. Top of the key now, new face. That's McGroarty. He's back in there. There's a steal by Taylor. Gets the ball to Bandu. Bandu brings it up, lays it up and in. Nice job in transition. 10:18 to go. We owe you immediate timeout. 23-10, Dragon lead. Equals their largest lead. Ball kicked out of bounds. It'll be Dodge City with 24 on the shot clock.
You mentioned Raekwon Taylor's ability to go up and get big rebounds. The thing I love most about him is whether it's defensively or offensively, you know how you square up to shoot the ball? He gets his body square to the backboard when he's rebounding the ball. So especially offensively, it's advantageous because once he's squared up and gets the rebound, he comes down. He's being bodied. He's still staying square, so he can immediately, once he hits the floor, pop right back up and get a good look at the putback.
You don't see too many over-the-backs called against him because he does go vertical. Ball inbounding around the horn. Curtis Hollis into the ball game. Freshman, talented freshman out of Arlington, Texas for Hutchinson. He gets squared off, and here's a drive by Hodges. Shot doesn't go. Rebound cleared away by J.J. Rhymes. He'll bring it on the dribble. Right side with 26 on the shot. 9:48 on the game clock. Again, now we do owe you immediate time. That'll come next out. Dead ball whisk goes right side to Rojas. Thought about this three. Pulls it back. Now reset it up. 9 on the shot clock now in this possession. Here goes Taylor. He'll gun it on his way and hit it. Nice range by Taylor. About a 13-footer left baseline.
And it went about 13 feet in the air with the arch.
25-10. Dragon lead is the largest now at 15. 9:19 to go in the half. First half of play. Right side. Dodge will shoot it on his way. It's not there. J.J. Rhymes with the rebound.
6 for him now.
Hutchinson will bring it up. Yeah, he's going to well on his way to a double-double if he keeps the rebounds and points going, of course. Ball on the outside. Cotton shoots the three. Rims off on him. No good. Here comes Dodge City with the rebound and the basketball. They'll bring it up. That's going to be on its way. Three-pointer goes out of bounds. We have Blue Dragon basketball with a media timeout at the 8:47 mark of this first half of play. We will take a break. Hutchinson 25, Conquistadors 10. Hutchinson basketball will return with more from Dodge City in 1 minute.
Basketballs are bouncing and crowds are cheering. Your best offense during cold and flu season is a good defense. Drink plenty of liquids, get plenty of rest, and keep your hands sanitized. If a bug still manages to get you, Ashcraft Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy, has over-the-counter medications that can help. Or if you need a prescription, we offer free mail-out, free delivery, or call ahead for our handy curbside service. Go Dragons!
from Ashcraft Pharmacy in the Hart Shopping Center, South Hutchinson, and Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
We all like to save money when and where we can, right? You can do that every day at Salt City Pawn and Jewelry. Hi, this is owner Paul Phillips inviting you to stop in and say hi to our friendly staff. And while you're here, check out over 3,000 square feet of great merchandise priced at outstanding values. We don't have to offer huge sale prices for one day only when we do that on a daily basis. Save big over retail prices on firearms, electronics, guitars and amps, name brand tools, video games, jewelry, and more. See us at 916 East 4th and Hutch, just east of 4th and Severance. We're proud to be alumni and supporters of all Blue Dragon athletics.
Welcome back to the Dodge City Student Activity Center. The media timeout. Blue Dragons leading it by 15. Dodge City started 0 for 7. Now 3 for 19 with those 10 points. The Blue Dragons have outscored the Conquistadors in the paint 16-2 and are out-rebounding Dodge City by a margin of 20-8.
Blue Dragon basketball, they'll bring it up. Again, up 25-10. Ball on the outside. Ball knocked away, but Van Du runs it back down in the backcourt. They'll re-tee it. Jumper up and on its way by Van Du. Not there. Loose basketball. Whitfield gets to it, and Dodge takes it away. Dodge spun away with it, and they'll bring it up. Comes Dodge City. They'll set it up. Dodge a dangerous team. Hutchinson kind of looked like they had that game one against back on January 13th, and Dodge came back. Started nipping at the lead and got a big win. There's a basket put up and in by the Conquistadors. Ball on the outside, Blue Dragons. Scoring it was McCray. Here's the jumper from the outside by J.J. Rhines is good, a 3 ball. 28-12 now. Hutchinson lead has expanded a little bit. Sorry it took so long to give you that Dodge City score. Could not see the young man's number. Ball on the left side, a little travel call. Getting in a hurry was Friels. I think he got excited he received the basketball.
Well, he got the ball 15 feet from the basket, and the lane opened up. Imagine being 6'7", being a big, and you don't usually see a lane like that. That's for point guards and shooting guards and small forwards. So his feet got a little more excited. He was feeling it on that one.
Yep. Looks like me when I see a Snickers bar in a convenience store. There's a turnover. Dodge City comes up with it. Up the court comes Dixon, red-headed kid out of Indiana. Backs it between the circles with the left hand. Now he'll isolate on Rob Whitfield. Rolls off the ball screen, give and go back to Friels. He'll spin in the lane. Not there. Good job defensively by the Blue Dragons. Kai Mitchell gets the outlet to Rob. Rob will take it in. Rob Whitfield, and a foul called. Rob Whitfield should shoot free throws.
The bodies hit the floor as McCray picks up foul number 2, and there's just that extra bit of hustle being put on by the Blue Dragons, and I think we saw shades of that at the arena last. We saw actually a lot of shades of that against Allen, and then Allen able to finish it off and win by 1. But if that hustle is put forth in 40 minutes of basketball, the Blue Dragons should have no problem blowing a lot of people out, even come playoff time.
Rob Whitfield missed the front end of the 2-shot foul. He'll shoot the second one. He got that one down. 30-12. Dragon lead is 18 now with 7:09 to go in this first half of play. A lot of tournaments will be starting all across the nation. Ball on the outside, dribble penetration, a little leaner. It's up and good. Nice job by Kevin Howard. By the way, in women's play, Barton will have to hit the road. They lost a coin flip to Coffeyville. They will head to Coffeyville next Thursday. So even though they got everything fell right for them except for the coin tonight. Here's a loose basketball ran down by the Blue Dragons. They'll keep it alive with 12 on the shot clock. And again, I'm talking about the women. Difference between getting a home game and a road game. And Barton will have to go to Coffeyville. Basket good by Rojas. When we had the timeout, Dragons had 16 points. Now they had 18 in the paint, 32-14. It's all Dragons right now, Darren.
Powering it inside, hence the big disparity in the painted area.
Ball on the outside. Here's McGrody. He'll shoot it on its way, and a foul is going to be called. Curtis Hollis caught him. Will it be 3? Hollis picks up the personal. It will be 2. And Curtis Hollis having a conversation with Coach Eck, or I should say Coach Eck having a conversation with Curtis Hollis. It's a one-sided conversation. Free throws up and missing.
He's a little surprised, I think, that the foul was called. But now you're at the point of the season. You'd love to see this all season long, but you're at the point, the official's not going to change his mind. He's already called it. Get your mind back in the game and make the next play.
Free throw's up and missing. Hung on the rim enough that the rebound was able to be got by McCray as Kai Mitchell kind of mistimed it, and then Kai called for the personal, which will be his second, because he caught McCray on the arm at the line. Will be McCray.
You get a chance to see some more of Sal Nuhu, who has 4 points. Howard's at the line.
Yep, thank you. Free throw toss is up and good. Here comes Sal into the ball game. Kai Mitchell will take a break.
New face for the Conquistadors. Did not play earlier this year at the Sports Arena. The 6'3" freshman guard, Ishan Murphy.
Murphy out of Owensboro, Kentucky, I think. Shot up and missing. Rebound, Blue Dragons. Van Du gets the rebound. 32-15, Hutchinson. There's a steal as McGordy took it away from Van Du. The jumper does not go. There for the rebound is Dixon, though. They get an offensive board, fresh 30, and they'll rekey it. 5:56 to go this first half of play. Dodge City basketball right to left as you watch and listen. Ball, boy, Rojas tried to get the steal. Ball on the outside. Dragons playing good D. There's a free throw, however. This one up and in by McCray. McCray can knock it down. And he did. 32-18. Hutchinson lead cut to 14 now. Here's Hollis. That was Howard with the three. Thank you. Dribble penetration right side. I'll kick it left wing. Van Du muscles his way into the lane, has it rejected, gets it back, it's stolen away, stripped on the ball. Off the court comes McGorty. Right side, here's Dixon. He'll come all the way under. Travel call. Took a little shuffle step in between passing it. Turnover against Dodge.
Well, I think that's a big reason Justice Dixon at 5'11", the redshirt freshman from Indiana, surprises a lot of people. He's kind of like that junior hire who you gave 5 energy drinks before the game, and that's the way his motions are. And it throws a lot of guys off because it's not fluid. He's herky-jerky with his shot as well, but still he's a good player until his feet get ahead of his dribble like there.
And they took it all the way down, but the ball was knocked away by Dodge City. It'll be Blue Dragon basketball. Right side baseline, Rob Whitfield will him down. 5:01 to go in this first half of play. Ladies won tonight, so the Blue Dragons will be the second seed in the JR Conference and take on Colby at home to drive inside. Blue Dragons shot doesn't go, but the rebound is Sal Nuhu. Nice move by Sal, but he can't finish. Rebound cleared out of there by Howard. Blue Dragon ladies won by 15, 50-35. Here's another Howard three, same result, up and good. And that's what happened in Hutchinson. A timeout's going to be taken, it'll be a 30. The same thing happened, Darren, a pretty good lead, and all of a sudden, boom, back-to-back craze. It is 32-21 right now, a 30-second timeout. Dragons lead it. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
This is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Fort Montgomery Associates, Dr. Robert F. of the Hutchinson Clinic, and Chiropractic Center, Tim and Gina Ritter, along with Brian Strange of the Green Vision Group, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Wade Patton Insurance, A&A Builders, Bold Office Shares, Mega Manufacturing, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Lowen Corporation, and by Mann, Wyatt, and Rice, LLC. These Sportscaster Club members help provide funds for HCC scholarships.
Yeah, to the roster. Welcome back to the Dodge City Student Activity Center. The Blue Dragons still enjoying an 11-point lead, but Dodge City starting to turn it on. Last three-pointers.
Knocking it down from the outer perimeters. Howard, feet down. Covers up. He knew he was going to get clobbered. Now he's holding the head. He really got walloped, and he'll go to the line as soon as he quits seeing stars.
Well, you know, back in the guillotine days, there was that saying, off with his head. And Howard tried to rip Sal Nuhu's head off. I'm actually surprised, I'm being serious, that they could have had an intentional foul on that play.
Just about. Sal will step to the line, shoot the free throw here. It is up and bouncing in. Got the shooter's roll. 33-21, Sal makes it. Hutchinson had an 18-point lead, I believe, at one time. Yep, 18, they led it. And saw it get away from him. Still up by 12. Free throw toss. Salnuhu misses on the second one. Rebound cleared out by the Dodge City Conquistadors. 4.5 to go in a half. First half of play. Come out and pick up the basketball. Murphy took it to the right side, back on the left this time with the ball is Singaguire. Ball knocked away. Rob Whitfield trying to get to it. He has it. He'll take it up, floats and scores it. Nice job. The Dragons get the basket to make it 35-21, a 14-point Hutchinson lead. 4:04 to go before halftime. Justice Dixon. Ball stolen away. J.J. Rhymes brings it on, gets away with a double dribble, lays it up and scores it. J.J. had to do his best tightrope wire walk on that sideline to keep from going out of bounds. I think he might have got away with the double. I'm not sure.
Well, that's where his stability, been balanced down on the baseline that he's worked on so much in the post against the bigs, comes in handy on the sideline to be able to tightrope.
Rojas picks up the personal, will be his second. We'll see Taylor come back into the lineup. Rojas will take a seat. Shane was a little upset with himself. It's been his one nemesis this year, if I'd have to say his freshman. I never will forget the one that coach left him in there. You remember at home where he was headed to the bench when he picked up his third, and he just let him play it out, and he ended up having a great game. Ball comes in quickly, drive inside, shot not there. Nice job by J.J. Rhymes to Alden, and then the ball's taken away from Salnuhu. Three-pointer's good. Just like that, boom. Dixon knocks it down. So the turnover plus the three by Dodge makes it 37-24. Hutch was off to the races after the Blue Dragons had gotten the rebound. Ball knocked away, last touched off a Blue Dragon.
Howard and Dixon, both of them did not start tonight. Started against the Blue Dragons on January 13th. Keep in mind, at the beginning of this game, how cold the Conquistadors were.
Yep.
Howard and Dixon go in. What have they done since then? Well, not only close the gap, both Howard and Dixon each have 2 3-pointers.
Yeah, good point. You described it as saying a spark while ago, and it's a couple sparks right now, and all of a sudden you got a catalyst. Ball on the outside, Friels, bounces inside, kicks it out. Top of the key, they're working now to Anderson. Anderson jab steps, takes it inside, lays it up, rejected by Salnuhu. There's a ball comes up to Bandu. He'll take it in unassisted, layup good. Nice job by Nuhu to battle it out of there, and Nuhu was able to come up with the block. There's a drive to the basket, up and good. While the shot put up and in by McGroarty. Hometown boy, 2:38 to go, makes in this first half, makes it 39-26. Just when the Dragons start to run a little bit, back comes Dodge. J.J. Rhymes, corner left. Inside it goes to Curtis Hollis. He goes up strong, can't finish. Rebound cleared by Nuhu, out of bounds, last touch by Nuhu.
This is kind of the same story for the Blue Dragons in regard to how much contact they have to go through down in the paint on their offensive end. I want to watch very closely now, Glenn, to see if the Conquistadors will get that much contact without the Blue Dragons getting fouls called on them now.
2:18 to go. Hodges will dribble it up. He'll bring it up on the right side. Top of the key still. He takes it, spins, kicks it left. Dribble drive, back outside to the big man. That's going to be Friels. Gets it back again to Dixon. Shot clock at 5. Down low, Friels, basket good. Just banged it in down low and got it up and in. So there's your answer. Banged it in down low and was able to put it up and in.
Well, and Bandu took the contact. Had he fallen to the ground instead of just taking a step back, I think he could have drawn a charge. 1 out of 5 now from the floor for Friels.
Bandu on the outer perimeter. Hutchinson 39-28. The lead is 11. Here's J.J. Rhymes. Shoots it from the foul stripe. Misses it. Short shot, no good. Rebound cleared out there by Dixon. Dixon will bring it up. Boy, don't let him get the 3. 1:26 to go. That'll light him up like crazy. Dixon backs out by the Conquistadors. Insigne on the middle part of the floor. Over on the right side into the hands. It goes to McCray. He'll isolate. Takes Taylor down low. Puts it up. Draws the foul. Taylor with a little body contact once he got airborne. It'll be 2 shots coming the way of Anderson. Tajay Anderson will step to the line.
21 points for this kid in the sports arena on January 13th. has yet to score here tonight.
109 remaining to go in the half of play. Free throw toss is up and good. Put one on for him. Remind you, listen to Blue Dragon Basketball on Country 102.9, Hutchinson's Country Station, KHUT in Hutchinson, KWABW 1450 AM and 98.5 FM in Hutch. Free throw toss is up and good. Random both, lefty. Tajay Anderson out of Tallahassee, Florida. The lead is 9, 39-30 Dragons. Long pass comes up to Taylor. Gives it off to Cotton. Cotton's back in there now. Right side, here's J.J. Rhymes, reverses, can't finish. Ball knocked away, saved by Rhymes. Ball sails out of bounds. It'll be Hutchinson basketball with 49.3 to go. Nice job by Nuhu to get to it. Rhymes was able to save it before it went out in the corner. Cotton inbounds. Nuhu gathers it in. Feeds inside to Rhymes, back outside Nuhu, into the paint, puts it up and misses. Rebound cleared out by Dodge City. They want to run. He's got Dixon on the right. They'll bring it down. Gun it on its way. Too hard, not there. Rebound Taylor. Outlet comes all the way to J.J. Rhymes. Goes up for the jam and hands it down and through. J.J. Rhymes with a break. Lead at 41-30. You can see that one coming. It was showtime. J.J. did a nice job of making sure he got it down the cylinder.
Probably the strongest two-handed dunk we've seen from Rhymes in his Blue Dragon career.
Ball on the outside is Dixon. He'll launch it. Unorthodox shot, but not there. Rebound Bandu, 2 seconds. Bandu brings it out. He'll shove it on his way. It is short, no good. We go to the dressing rooms. Dragons with an 11-point lead. They led at one time by 18. It's a 41-30 lead at halftime. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, add up all the numbers. Be back with the Medicine Shop in-game capsule coming your way in 2 minutes. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout.
For over 15 years, Erickson Custom Building has helped homeowners bring their remodel ideas to life. If you're looking to update a kitchen or bathroom or hoping to remodel your entire home, trust the team at Erickson Custom Building. We create customized plans designed around your dreams, ideas, and budget. For quality and follow-through on any home project, call Erickson Custom Building at 620-585-2816 or visit ericksoncustomBLDG.com.
Welcome to the Hutchinson Medicine Shop. With the emergence of big business, not only in pharmacy, but all industries, the Medicine Shop is proud to be a thriving local business in Hutchinson. We're so thankful to our customers in Hutchinson, Reno County, and Central Kansas for your support. In turn, we're proud to be a major sponsor of the Hutch High Salthawks, as well as other area high schools, the Blue Dragons, Chiefs, Royals, Jayhawks, and Wildcats. You support us, and the Hutchinson Medicine Shop supports local sports.
Hey, honey, when did you say our tax refund would be here?
Just a few more days. Why?
Well, I've been thinking about that new washer and dryer set I've been wanting, and that new couch in the living room.
And I was thinking we could use some of it towards that new boat I've been dreaming of. But honestly, honey, we really do need new tires, and I'm not sure we can afford all the other stuff.
Well, maybe we can. I heard a commercial on the radio for R&R Tire Express. At R&R, you can get a new set of tires, and all you need is $10 to get you started. Plus, they offer low weekly or monthly payments, and 6 months, same as cash.
But you gotta have good credit, right?
Nope, we don't need credit. At R&R, everyone's approved. Hey, where are you going?
Come on, we're going to R&R right now. R&R. That's right. With R&R, you can spend your tax refund on the things you want. Plus, afford the new tires you need today. All you need is just $10 to get started. R&R Tire Express in Hutchinson at 1418 East 30th, next to the new Dillons.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Dodge City. Glenn Grunwald, Darren Dunn, glad to have you along. We're at halftime. Blue Dragons with an 11-point lead. They did have at one time in the first half of play a 18-point lead. Dodge City got hot, was able to come back, started knocking down some trays as they did when they came in January 13th in the sports arena. Right now they're 4 out of 10. They were 1 out of 5. But they missed on the last couple of occasions, but a good first half of play for both teams. The Blue Dragons with a 41-30 lead. Is that enough? Kind of doubt it. I think Hutchinson's going to have to put a full 20 minutes on the floor in that second half because Dodge City, a dangerous, dangerous club. It's time for the Medicine Shop in-game capsule brought to you by the Little White Castle at 14th and Main. Car Hop is the new service that they have had, or you can call it curbside service, whatever you want to say, is they will actually bring your pharmaceuticals right out to, or your purchases right out to the car, and just give them a call when you first call in and say, hey, I'm going to use your car hop service. They'll tell you to call when you get there, deliver it. It's easy as can be. They also, if you want to switch to the medicine shop, they'll do all the work for you. You don't have to worry about going and getting a prescription or going to your existing pharmacy. They'll do all the work. They'll make the calls. They'll make it happen. That's the medicine shop, 1401 North Main. Here's Darren Dunn with all the numbers.
Blue Dragons really jumped out in this one. 46 seconds had gone by to open this game. The Blue Dragons were already up 4-0, and Dodge City's Steve Tucker had seen enough. Burned a timeout early. Then, by the time 4 minutes had gone by, suddenly the Blue Dragons were up 10-0, and the Conquistadors were on this 4-minute drought to open up the game, 0 for 7 field goals. Dodge City then sent in a couple of guys who did not start tonight, but started earlier this year in the sports arena in the form of Kevin Howard and Justice Dixon. Justice Dixon came in, started spreading the ball around, had 5 assists, knocked down a couple of trays. Kevin Howard also knocked down a couple of trays. He leads the Conquistadors with 10 points. Dayton McGroarty got some things going as well, more so in the form of rebounding the basketball for the Conquistadors. He had 5 in that first half off the backboard. The Blue Dragons lead the rebounding category 27-18, but at one point had a 12 rebound advantage in this game when it was 20-8. So the Conquistadors trying to close that gap little by little. The Blue Dragons are getting it done in the paint. 26 points to the 8 from the Dodge City Conquistadors, and it's all steady as she goes for the Blue Dragons. Nobody with double-digit scoring. It's all been a pretty even dose from each and everybody. And Glenn, you're hearing the crowd go wild because you just saw what I saw. One of the, I would assume, a football. Took his jacket off, was preparing for the half-court shot, and I'm here to tell you, he hit nothing but the bottom of the net from half court.
Always fun to see. He's a happy young man. Not sure what he wins, but he's going to win something.
Pride.
There's a lot of pride, you betcha. I got a feeling there's a monetary supplement to go along with that. Go ahead.
So back to the Blue Dragons, steady. 4 for 8 from the floor for Bandu. 4 for 8 also from JJ. Usually you see JJ have 4 or 5 more attempts than Bandu. Those guys spreading the ball out both have 6 rebounds and have 8 points for Bandu, 9 points for J.J. Rhymes. 5 for Salnu, who only saw 8 minutes of action, but boy, off of the bench, he got 3 rebounds to go with those 5 points and even blocked away a shot. He's typically good for about a rebound every 2.5 minutes he's in there. Well on pace for that. Kai Mitchell is spreading the ball around, had 3 assists. 4 points for him and 3 rebounds. The only knock then for Kai was the fact he had to go to the bench with a couple of fouls. Really, in addition to James Rojas, the only 2 Blue Dragon players in quote-unquote foul trouble. Each of them have 2. Blue Dragons shot outs have not been behind in this game, have led it the whole way. The game was only tied for 15 seconds, and that was at zeros. And since then, all Blue Dragons leading by 1 point, as you mentioned, Glenn, by 18. Now up 41-30 at the half. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout and be back in Dodge City after this.
Getting the most back from your tax return starts with getting the most expertise. H&R Block has more enrolled agents than any other tax preparation company, and we guarantee the accuracy of every return prepared by our tax professionals. We find put our expertise to work on your return, and don't just get your taxes done, get your taxes won in Hutchinson, Lyons, and Ellsworth.
The Rothie family name has always been connected to serving the Hutchinson community, and you can expect the same kind of high-quality service when you visit Rothie Family Flooring. They believe you deserve to be treated like family, so they've invested in their own talented and trustworthy installers to lay your floors. No outside contractors will ever knock on your door if Rothie works for you. Let them show you their expansive selection of name brand flooring, and trust your home to the best. Rothie Family Flooring, 325 North Main, Hutchinson. The Rothie family name has always been connected to serving the Hutchinson community, and you can expect the same kind of high-quality service when you visit Rothie Family Flooring. They believe you deserve to be treated like family, so they've invested in their own talented and trustworthy installers to lay your floors. No outside contractors will ever knock on your door if Rothie works for you. Let them show you their expansive selection of name brand flooring, and trust your home to the best. Rothie Family Flooring, 325 North Main, Hutchinson.
Of course, you have choices for a family physician, but Prairie Star is your only choice for patient-centered health care. And Dr. Brandy Weems, a Hutchinson who made her choice to return and serve her hometown. Dr. Weems and all of us at Prairie Star consider it a privilege to serve you, whether you have insurance or not. Prairie Star Health Center, 30th and K61 in Hutchinson.
Well, welcome back to Dodge City. 41-30 at halftime. Hutchinson with the lead. Hey, congratulations to Bob Newton with KU. You probably knew Bob when you were up there.
Bob's great.
He is retiring. When he the chief engineer? Or
yeah, I got a story about Bob for you if you want one.
Sure.
Well, I don't know if you ever met. Well, you have. You've met Bob Davis.
Yeah,
you've met Bob Davis. So, of course, he worked a lot with Bob Davis. And Bob Davis was one of these guys. He was good at what he did because he was such a great storyteller. And that transcended not only when he was on the air, but when he met you in person. And he was always good for pretty much everything he said, being a one-liner and making you laugh. Well, to show you how the engineer work goes, as Larry Stone sitting back and engineering this game, it's not really a job where you're front and center. But Bob Newton, he kind of was. But he tried to fit in with the other play-by-play guys and the radio guys. So Bob Davis would be standing there, David Lawrence, and they'd be talking to whoever. Take your pick, everyone else across the Big 12. They see a lot. And if you feel like an outsider because you're not front and center like those guys, what do you try to do? You try to get in the inner circle. So, but he has questions to ask about engineering. And he asked the other play-by-play guy, well, what kind of setup are you using? You know, stuff that you and I would be interested in.
Sure,
with the tie line.
I always do.
We try to do both sides.
What
you running the tie line? You got the Merlin? What do you got going? So he's asking these questions to the play-by-play guy, and the play-by-play guy looks at him and goes, dude, I just sit down, and when it's time to talk, they point at me.
That's the Rusty Hill School of broadcasting that we have right now. Yes, it certainly is. So, yeah, that just sit down and talk. That's all you do. Bob, a great talent. Of course, he's been out of the business now for a couple years. Brian Haney doing a great job stepping in for him. By the way, big game tonight at 8 o'clock with KU, and that's already underway. KU taking on Texas, and that's going again at Allen Fieldhouse. They can win the Big 12 outright with a win tonight.
Well, and what makes me salty about that is you'll remember Shaka Smart, the coach for Virginia Commonwealth, VCU, and the Morris twins had an early exit from that tournament. I was there in San Antonio, and Shaka Smart for me is a guy I love to hate. I love his personality. He even dropped a line from Dumb and Dumber when they told him, hey, you know what, you don't have a chance against KU. It's like a 0.0 whatever % chance, and he said, so you're telling me there's a chance? And then they went out there and they took care of business, and now that he's with Texas, he's still kind of in that transition of trying to figure out the Big 12, but Shaka can shock a lot of people.
Yeah, he sure can. That's exactly what Haven and Trinity's saying right now. Haven led in that Big 3A matchup in Sub-State at Trinity. They led by as many as 21 right now. It's a 12-point ball game with less than 3 to go. Trinity trying to come back and keep their season live, as that's the first round of the Sub-States in a 3A. And then also on the road, girls tonight at Mountain Ridge. Hutchinson will open up. This will be the Salt Hawk girls tomorrow night against Garden City. They'll host Garden City at 6 o'clock tip. Rusty Hills, along with Dan Nacarado, bring you all the action tomorrow evening. Guys' turn coming up on Wednesday as we'll travel to Lawrence Free State and bring you all the action back. We'll have that streamed as well on HutchPost.com. Bring you all the action back from high school Sub-State as they get underway in 6A, 5A, all the way down through 4A Division 1 and 2. I think Bureau girls are in action on Thursday. The guys on Friday is what's taking place again during that MAC regional as well. Sterling in 3A is a tough one as well. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. That's set for second half action. Both teams warming up on the court. 41-30 at halftime is your score. Dragons on top. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Doesn't it seem like everyone you know has some type of ache or pain? Neck pain, knee pain, the list goes on and pain. It's a proven fact that the warm, soothing water of a hot spring spa can be very therapeutic and can offer a multitude of health benefits.
During their extended showroom clearance sale, you still have a chance to save 10% on all remaining in-stock spas. But don't wait. Feel better and save money too on Hot Spring Spas at Jim's Water and Woods, 419 West 2nd in Hutchinson, and see them on Facebook.
This is Carter Falk, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this winter as the proud tradition of Blue Dragon men's and women's basketball continues at the historic Hutchinson Sports. So you won't want to miss any of the action. Find the schedule at BlueDragonSports.com, like us on Facebook, and follow Blue Dragon Sports on Twitter. As always, go Blue Dragons.
There's something new about Reno County area transportation. The drivers are wearing safety green uniforms. These will alert motorists when drivers are on the street, assisting passengers on and off the bus, keeping everyone safer. RCAT is first come, first served general public transportation that has a bright future, and it's not just the color of our shirts. Call 694-2913 for information.
If you listen to the radio or watch TV, you probably realize you could be in for a real shock when you get your next heating bill. E&M Plumbing has the solution with the Rude 90-plus modulating gas furnace. Efficiency ratings of 94% and above could mean 30 to 40% savings on heating costs. And it's so quiet, you'll wonder if it's even running at all. E&M's regular service and Rude's reputation for reliability are your answers for high energy costs. For no obligation answers, call E&M Plumbing, your Rude dealer for the Hutchinson area.
Well, we're about to start the second half here. Right now, it is 15-9. Neosho on top of Barton at the medium mark, 9:31 mark to go in the first half of play. It's being played at Neosho. And also Coffeyville on top of Cali, 19-6, 9:54 to go in the first half of play. Cali with a slow start, only 6 points in that first 10 minutes. So, again, Hutchinson needs Coffeyville to get upset by Cali. So we're pulling for the Tigers tonight if you're a Blue Dragon fan. Seward also up on top of Garden City, 29-22 at the end of the 4:58 mark of the first half of play. Here, 41-30. What do the Blue Dragons need to do, Darren, in the second half? Just keep doing what they did in the first half, take it inside?
Well, I'm going to make a reference for my 24 and under crowd about Sage the Gemini. And at this point, you can't take your foot off that gas pedal. Continue doing what you did in the first half and maybe do it a little bit better, because I think the Conquistadors can make a few pushes. I don't think they're good for 20 minutes of gas pedal basketball from the Blue Dragons.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Devontae Van Du with 8.6 boards, along with Lyons with 9 points and 8 and 6 boards in that first half. Let's see if they continue that surge. Ball on the outside. Dodge will have the basketball to start this second half of play. They're working around on the outer perimeter. It's Kevin Howard. He got hot in the first half of play. Also Dixon getting the start in the second half. Shot up missing, but Dodge gets the rebound. Howard came up with it, out rebounded Taylor. Here's Dixon. Ball rejected underneath. Ball reach around. There's a steal. Blue Dragons come up with it. JJ made it happen, but that's very, very dangerous to get that reach around. Here's a drive by Taylor. Kicks it out and right into the hands of a Dodge City player. Raekwon would have been better to take it up strong. There's a Dixon three, unguarded, and hits it. That's what will happen to you. You cannot have an unguarded three from outside by Dixon.
For Dixon, he has an all on threes, and you'll notice that the Conquistadors, Steve Tucker, has gone with Howard and Dixon to start this second half.
He knows what his spark is, and those are the two of them. There's J.J. Rhymes underneath, basket good. Was able to get McGroarty away from him, put it up and in. Hutchinson with the first 2 points of the second half. 43-33, Dragons by 10. Here's Dixon, drives in, wraps it around, doesn't get it. Oh, man, it was an over back that Dodge City got away with. Hutch on the outlet. Here comes Van Du. He'll pop the three. Rims off on him, no good. Dodge City rebound. Dixon will run it up. Brings it up to the free throw line. Pulls the back away. They'll rekey the offense now. Dixon to the right side to McGroarty. He'll bring it to top and gives it up. Right side, Howard. Cutter's cut through. He'll take it on the dribble. Into the paint. Holds up to Dixon. Dixon, free throw line. Back outside. Howard, three ball. Nope, no good. Rebound, J.J. Rhymes. Rips down to Karam with authority. Gives it up quickly to Van Du, his running mate in the backcourt and roommate in the dormitories as well. For J.J. Rhymes. Ball on the outer perimeter. Van Du, a marketing major. Has it over on the right side. Dribble penetrates, takes baseline underneath, wrap around, no for one go. Had the great idea, shielded off, did not get the call, a little bump. Here comes Dixon into the forecourt. He'll back it up, loses the basketball on the floor. As Howard can't handle it. No, it goes off of, and I don't agree with that one. It'll go off the Blue Dragons. Not a lot of arguing with the Blue Dragons, however, and the timeout's going to be taken. Hutchins get a timeout with 17:37 to go in the second half of play, a 30-second timeout. Darren and I'll be back with more from Don City, Kansas, in seconds.
No time to fix breakfast? Just call us at Anchor Away 662-3100 and we'll have it ready for you. Choose from our selection of breakfast burritos, biscuits, or one of our 5 different complete breakfast plates. Breakfast from 7 to 10:30, Monday through Saturday. If you missed us for breakfast, we're here for lunch and dinner too. Pick up your favorite Mexican dinner or take some home for the family. We're open till 9. That's Anchor Away, drive-through, carry-out, and catering under the water tower at B & Adams in Hutchinson, 662-3100.
Well, halftime up at Colby. Colby 25, Butler 25. That's a dangerous Colby squad as well. I think Region 6 is going to be a lot of fun this year. Here's Don City basketball. McGrory, he'll pull back and shoot it on his way. Not there, but to get the offensive board. He thinks about another one, loops it up, and gets the basket. Nice job by Creels to get the offensive board, and Creels got it back to him. And we'll go the other way. The foul call. J.J. Rhymes will have to hurt him at the stripe as he missed the shot. See who they got the foul to go against Dodge City. It's going to be McGrory. It'll be his second.
This is the part of J.J. Rhymes' game that really changed when he got into conference play. He averages 8 attempts per game at the free throw line. He typically will make 6 of those in any given game.
Free throw toss is up and good. Had some get away from him, if you remember, in Allen. That would have been a big difference in that game late down the stretch. Hits that one, though.
And this is actually his first 2 free throw attempts of the game.
Second toss up and good. Strips them both. 45-35. Hutchinson, 17-18 to go. Again in this second half of play. Listen to Blue Dragon basketball on Country 102.9. Hutchinson's Country, KHUT at Hutch, as well as KWBW, 1450 AM, 9.5 FM, flagship station for the Blue Dragons. Jumper from outside. Dixon, unorthodox shot, doesn't get it. McGrory keeps it alive, gets the baseline underneath the Howard, be fouled. It'll be on J.J. Rhymes. J.J. tried to come from behind to knock it away, caught too much of his arm. It'll be a shooting situation at the foul stripe for Kevin Howard.
Conquistadors have used some of that outside shooting to stay in this game, but the other thing that's keeping them in it, remember the rebounding disparity was once at 12, and since then the Conquistadors have closed that gap and have started to get second chance opportunities on the offensive glass.
At the foul stripe will be Howard. Free throws up and good. Beaumont, Texas is his hometown, just south of Houston. Really got hit with the hurricane and all the flooding down there. Young man is a freshman. I'll tell you what, this is a pretty young team for Steve Tucker. You look at Dixon's a freshman, Howard's a freshman, Friels is a freshman. Huh? They're going to be
well,
strong
and I think
year.
you're talking about a coach in his first season able to change that mindset and culture.
Free throws up and good. Got them both. 45-37 right now. Blue Dragon lead is cut down. Here's Bandu up the court. Anderson trying to pull away from Bandu, hawking him defensively. Goes to Rojas. Here's Salnuhu. JJ trying to get big down low. Long three by Bandu. Rims off, no good. Battle for the board. Whitfield tries to keep it alive. It'll go off for the Blue Dragons out of bounds. Has a nice job in there by Hodges to get it off of Rob Whitfield. So Dodge will have the ball. They can cut the gap a little bit more. It's at 45-37 right now. Dragon lead it. They'll weave it out front. Here's Hodges. Gives it off quickly to Anderson. He'll spin inside. Not there. Battle for the board. Salnuhu goes down hard and draws the foul. It's going to be on Dodge City.
I think that's the biggest part of, we talk about Raekwon Taylor's ability to be square when he goes up for rebounds. How about Salnuhu being square there to take really a mid-air tackle that took him forcibly to the ground. He landed elbow first on the floor.
Here's Rojas. Here's Bandu. He'll peel off the screen. Back to Rojas left side. Underneath they go to Nuhu. He'll go up and flush it. And that time he let go. I gave him a hard time after the game the other night. 16 minutes to go. Dragons lead it again by 10 at 47-35. A nice flush by Nuhu. He gave me that sheepish little look like he was trying to talk me into it. There's a fly to the basket, not there. Rojas comes up with the rebound. Dragons want to run. Ball on the way down the court. Here comes Rojas, drives in, puts it up, not there. Sal Nuhu in and out of his hands. Dodge City has a 5-on-1. They'll bring it down, and they will get the basket in the end. One is, I'll tell you what, Rob Whitfield had to feel like Custer there for a second. He had 5 gold jerseys bearing down on him. Tried to do his best he's could. He got the foul called against him in the end one.
Yeah, he was trying to back up in what you described as the last stand. And instead of following through with that foul and keeping Howard from finishing, he kind of backed out as he slapped in and pulled out at the same time. Had he gone in and just taken the ball or taken a wrist, Howard would not have been able to pull that ball above his head. For as big of a kid as he is, at 6'8", pretty skinny.
Yeah, he'll shoot one. 47-39 now. Dragon lead and make that 40. 47-40. So a 7-point game at one time was an 18-point Dragon lead. Slowly but surely, Dodge is getting back into it. 3-possession game now. Hutchinson around the horn. Whitfield, right side, Bandu. Bandu having a little trouble from the outside tonight on hitting the three. Here's a Rojas sweeping the corner right. It rattles out on him, no good. Rebound's going to be cleared out by Dodge City. Conquistadors will bring it up. Justice Dixon between circles. Bandu comes out defensively on him. 15:06 to go in the game. Ball on the outer perimeter. They'll come across the top. That Hodges shifts gears, shoots one on his way. Not there. Bandu rips down the board. Hutchinson will bring it up. Bandu. Nice job by Nuhu to get the rebound. Left side, Nuhu trying to get it to Rojas. He does. Low blocks, left side. Looking around. A foul called. This one will go against the Blue Dragons. Foul's going to be called on J.J. Rhymes. Got caught for the little elbow. That'll be his second. J.J. needs to watch that. Sometimes you kind of see it as he's coming down. His way of being a little aggressive. Up the court comes the Conquistadors. They got a little run going right now. 47-40. The lead is 7 for Hutchinson. Dribble penetration all the way down and falling down out of bounds it goes. Just slipping was Anderson. Don't know if he hit a slick spot or what happened. His feet came out from underneath him.
You know where that is? That's where Sal Nuhu was tackled and went down elbow first. So there's probably a little bit of moisture down there from that sweat.
Exactly right. Sal Nuhu went down right around the C on the Dodge Cities. You described it earlier on the O on the Conquistador. The drive down low. J. Rhymes, was he in the act of shooting? I can't tell. Foul's going to go against Justice Dixon.
And they will put it on the baseline.
Yeah, they'll put it on the baseline. They did not put it on Dixon from what I can tell. They put it on Hodges. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, it is on Hodges. It's the second. Inbounding will be the Blue Dragons with 20 on the shot clock, 14-19 on the game.
Howard will go out now. That's big for the Blue Dragons.
Here comes the inbounds. Hutchinson brings it in. They try to get it into Rhymes. Nice job by Rojas. It was a catch and throw as soon as he received it. And the ball being fouled was Rhymes. Still not a shooting situation, only the 14th foul.
Well, I think the biggest thing there is not only is he giving Rhymes a great chance if he gets it to score early as he's beaten the defender McGordy, but he gets it to, Sal does, he gets it in there toward JJ. Even though the ball's knocked away, the official's able to see McGordy trailing and grabbing on that hip pocket of Rhymes.
And that's his third. Here comes the inbound. There's going to be a hold by Friels on Sal Nuhu. Checking out of the ball game was Rojas. He was not pleased that he had to come out. At the same time, you got to get Kai Mitchell, do your rotation, get him in there. Here comes the inbound. Whitfield lobs it into Kai Mitchell. Hands it back to Whitfield. Pulls it back outside. Pushes Kai over to the top of the high blocks. He gets it now. Down low underneath to J.J. Rhymes. Turns around, isolates, spins, travels. Boy, the fans are starting to razz on J.J. a little bit. Hodges with some good defense on him. 47-40 right now. Dragon lead is stuck at 7.
If there's one guy in this gym I wouldn't want to razz, it would be J.J. Rhymes, because he's going to respond to that call.
Ball on the outside, three-pointer up and on its way. Rims off, no good. J.J. Ryan's rebound. He's got to have close to 10, doesn't he?
Pretty darn close for 8, but there's a good chance I missed a few, so unofficially 8.
I usually don't. I'll go with your numbers. There's a jumper. Fall away by Whitfield is good. Nice to see Rob wake up a little bit, knock that one down.
7 points now for Whitfield.
Giving 9, I think. Whitfield was, at the last time out, had 7. Ball on the outer perimeter. Dribble drive. Nope, they pull it back. 13:23 to go in this ball game. Here's Dixon. Dixon surveying the defense, goes right side. Tell you what, he's from Indiana. Those kids from Indiana know how to play basketball. Pull away jumper up and on its way. Nope, no good. Rebound's going to be cleared out by the Blue Dragons, and they throw it away. Sal Nuhu trying to get it to Whitfield, and he tried to lead him. I think Sal thought he was going to break and start to run, and ends up being one of those drive you crazy turnovers.
Well, what I like about it is while the two guys, Nuhu and Whitfield, could have just bickered at each other, Sal took the blame immediately. He said, hey, Rob, that's my fault. They both shook hands. It's behind them now. Yep. And they'll play well from here on out and be on the same page.
Dixon with the ball on the outside. Dribble drives on Van Du. Gives it off quickly. Shot up and good. Nice job inside by Sinagar. Sinagar was able to put it up and in. 49-42. They've trimmed it to 7 now. It was an 18-point lead for the Blue Dragons. It turns in for Dodge City. J.J. Ryan is free throw. Here's a drive all the way under by Dixon. Brings it out on the outside. Gets the ball up and into the hands quickly of Anderson. He'll bring it between the circles. Rob Whitfield with the defensive stand. Drive it in a little closer. Puts a high arching shot up. Not there. Rebound. Kai Mitchell comes to Van Du. Van Du isolates on Dixon. Takes it in. Doesn't get it to go, but he got the foul on Dixon on the reach-in. So Dixon will pick up the personal. That is his second. In the act of shooting? Well, yep, they say that. It's a 17th foul. That's what it is. I was going to say, I thought the foul was on the floor before that, but in the act of shooting, it will not be. It's a 1-on-1. Dixon checks out after picking up that second foul. Hodges back in for Dodge City. 12:04 to go in the ball game. Free throw toss is good by Van Du. Levante Van Du, 9 points to his credit. Free throw toss. This one's good. Got them both. Tell you what, you can give me J.J. Ryan's and Van Du anytime. As a guard combo. They do a great job. Off the ball screen, the drive to the basket. Shot missing, rebound Sal Nuhu. He's turned into a vacuum cleaner tonight. Last few minutes at least. Outside the ball comes. Van Du runs it down. Nuhu has it. Hutchinson a little sloppy. Here's a Van Du three. It's off its mark. Battle for the board. Taken away by Howard for Dodge, and this stripped away. Howard will bring it up, though. He got it back. Ball on the outside. Dodge City with the basketball. 52-42. The lead back at 10. We have a whistle and a foul against Hutchinson.
As a kicked basketball, we'll take that shot clock back up to 20.
Anderson for Dodge. Right side baseline. Gets it in. Out top of the key. McGroarty. He's back in there. Three ball by Reinerson. Away. Air ball. No good. Rebound. Blue Dragons. Nuhu. Sal's picked it up the last couple of games. Good to see. Van Du on the outside. He struggled a little bit tonight. Drives left, holds up, gives it off to Van Du. Back, check that to Nuhu. Back to Van Du. And Whitfield has it now, top between circles. Isolates on Anderson. Shifts gears, finds an open seam, takes it up and misses it. Rebound underneath. Kai Mitchell goes up and finishes it. Well, you had to watch out who was coming down underneath there on, wasn't he? Whitfield got
Whitfield was down there, and it was fun to watch. I mean, it was a dangerous situation, but you could see Rob was getting up quickly to make sure Kai could land and go back up.
10:42 to go in this contest, second half of play. A timeout taken by the Conquistadors, a 1 minute break coming your way. We'll send it back to Larry for 1 minute. 10:42 to go in this second half. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Hello, this is Tom Elliott of Elliott Mortuary, and again this year we are pleased to help sponsor HCC Blue Dragon Sports. We encourage you to support all the Blue Dragon games, both home and away, with your attendance. But if not, we hope you enjoy listening to the game here on KWBW and Country 102.9. Elliott Mortuary and Crematory, a proud sponsor of Hutchinson Community College, and honored to have served the families of Hutchinson and Reno County since 1935.
Hi, Brian Bobo, General Manager of Midwest Ford and Toyota in Hutchinson. Longtime sponsors of HCC Sports and are always looking for ways to help our local community. We know you have many choices when it comes to your vehicle needs, and that's how we came up with a better way. Any new or most pre-owned vehicles at Midwest Superstore will come with our warranty for life. That includes a limited lifetime powertrain warranty, helping you with security and reliability and overall lower cost of ownership. If we don't have it, we can get it. New Toyota, new Ford, or even pre-owned vehicle that fits you. Come see us at 1100 East 30th or online at MidwestSuperstore.com.
Welcome back to Dodge. It will be Conquistadors basketball. By the way, Haven a winner over Trinity tonight in high school basketball in Sub-State, 73-55. So Trinity Catholic season has come to an end. They've had a good season, however, so best of luck to Haven. Shot up missing. Rob Whitfield comes up with the basketball and then a foul call, and Whitfield will walk down and shoot free throws. Boy, just jumped in there in time. Rob Whitfield was quick. Was able to get in there before it went the other way. And now he'll come down and get set to shoot free throws with 10:29 to go. We owe you a media timeout when we get under 10. Whitfield will shoot free throws here. Trying to build that Dragon lead back up. It's at 12 again right now. Free throw toss up and good. Whitfield's a good free throw shooter.
Yeah, 85% on the year.
Kansas on top of Texas with 4:42 to go in the first half of play, 35-23. West Virginia leading Tech by 10, 29-19, with 6:16 to go in the first half. Free throw by Whitfield was good. It's 56-42 here. Hutchinson with the lead. You're going to be a happy camper, Mr. JR, Rock Chalk JR.
Oh, I am. I'm serious when I'm saying I can't wait for that 14th straight shirt.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I started getting those when I started going to school there, and they were at 8. So I have pretty much 8 through 13, looking for number 14.
Ball on the outside, Dixon, he'll drive in, has an opening seam, puts it up, misses a rebound. Kai Mitchell, outlet comes to J.J. Rhymes. He'll run it down. Oh, Whitfield was wide open, but J.J. elected to keep it. They'll peel it off and set up the offense. Probably a smart move. Just under 10 to go. Whitfield in the lane, shot not there. Got it from the board. Ran down by the Dodge City Conquistadors. Blue Dragons had a good look, were not able to finish it. Up the court, outside with the ball, out of perimeter. Jumper up and good. A three?
No, Friel's able to turn around. Okay. Just has 6 points. Remember, he had 10 points and 16 runs. An integral part of that Dodge City 2-point victory back in.
The net move underneath J.J. Rhymes. He'll finish up and good. J.J. Rhymes with the basket. Rhymes with 16. 16 and 8 now is Rhymes' numbers. Ball on the outside. Let's shift gears. Murphy. Foul on the floor. Kai Mitchell.
Yeah, Kai was on that backside of Jairus Friels, and already to begin with, Friels is such a big body at 6'7". You have Kai coming on the backside with 6'6", and just not enough space to get over him without fouling.
Timeout's going to be taking a media timeout. 9:09 to go in the second half of play. Dragons have built back to a 14-point lead at 58-44. We will take a 1-minute break. We'll be back with more from Dodge City in Blue Dragon basketball right after this 1-minute timeout.
This is Kevin Mickle at Pinnacle Sports Performance, and we are currently taking enrollment for our after-school off-season strength and conditioning programs. Youth development sessions focus on athletic coordination and proper sprinting, jumping, cutting. Utilize plyometrics, sprint sets, agility drills, and strength training to enhance the abilities of each athlete. Whether you're a youth athlete just starting out or a high schooler hoping to earn a college scholarship, we've got the training package that's right for you. Visit us online at summitks.com or give me a call at 665-7766 and let's get to work.
Basketballs are bouncing and crowds are cheering. Your best offense during cold and flu season is a good defense. Drink plenty of liquids, get plenty of rest, and keep your hands sanitized. If a bug still manages to get you, Ashcraft Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy, has over-the-counter medications that can help. Or if you need a prescription, we offer free mail-out, free delivery, or call ahead for our handy curbside service. Go Dragons! From Ashcraft Pharmacy in the Hart Shopping Center, South Hutchinson, and Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Well, if there are ever budget cuts, it would be in the Sports Information Director's Department. paper. Kills more trees than anybody you know. Steve Carpenter I'm referring to. There's a shot inside by the Conquistadors. Tyler Cotton trying to keep it alive. Finally, there's a jump ball. It'll be Hutchinson basketball. They will have it, but wow, was there a flurry on the board after the missed shot put up by Dodge City.
Well, Howard was down there at the restraining line, and the rebound rolled out to Tyler Cotton at the free throw line. Howard fell to the ground, and at 6'8", was able to tie up Cotton. He fell with his feet in the restraining line and was able to reach back to the foul stripe when he fell to the ground to tie up Cotton.
Curtis Hollis back in there for the Blue Dragons. He's out of Arlington, Texas. Talented freshman for Hutchinson. Has it, right, gets it. This time to Kai Mitchell, down to Nuhu, down low. Strong can't get it. Curtis Hollis with the finish. Got the putback. I said finish, but I meant putback because I thought I was going to go. We'll go the other way. Jumper from the outside, not there. Hutchinson trying to get to the basketball. Sal Nuhu chasing it down. Dixon came up with it. Here goes to Friels. He'll gun and miss. Rebound for the Blue Dragons. Foul call. They're going to get it on Howard with the push-off, I believe. Or it might be on Dixon. Let's check it.
Well, Howard had the position. It is his third.
Howard.
He had the inside position, so all he had to do was box out Kai Mitchell. But in doing so, Kai is so scrappy to work around Howard that Howard had to actually reach back and hold Kai from positioning himself and swinging around the backside of Howard.
At the line will be Kai Mitchell to shoot free throws. He'll get set. Kai out of Haverstraw, New York. Great kid, business major. Shot up missing. Rebound's going to be clear. He's usually a better free throw shooter now. Came off on him, no good. Rebound the other way, and here comes Dixon. Dixon kicks it left to the corner. Gets it back outside. Shot put up way off its mark on a missed shot put up by Murphy, but the Conquistadors get it back. They'll shoot the three. It's on its way. No good, but underneath sliding in was Murphy to finish it off, and Murphy's rule worked on that one. Puts it up and in. Makes it 58-46. Dragon lead is cut back down to 12, 7:43 to go. Hutchinson trying to avenge a 2-point loss at the hands of Dodge City. There's a jumper by Bandu up and good.
12 points for Bandu. 2 from the free throw line. The rest off jumpers.
Dixon to Friels. Friels shoots and scores. Corner right, not a 3, a 2. Are they going to look at it? Was there a timeout? No, he's just calling a play, and now substitutions take place. Colby, by the way, on top of Butler with, at the half, 46-41 up in Colby. So the Grizzlies trailing the Trojans. Hutchinson will bring the basketball up. Ball on the outside. Tyler Cotton, lots of contact, foul called. Tyler Cotton felt like he was in the wrong part of a dark alley right there, getting knocked around a little bit. He'll go to the line to shoot free throws.
All double bonus from here on out for the Blue Dragons with just over 7 minutes to go as the Conks pick up team foul 10.
Well, Barton's went on a 15-0 run in the Osho right now to lead at 36-28 with 18:42 to go in the second half of play. They came out firing all guns in the second half. Free throw toss here. Tyler Cotton with the free throws up and good for the young man out of North High School in Wichita. Let's shoot a second one. Free throw toss up, no good. Rebound's going to be cleared out. Hutch needs to make those. 7:09 to go in this contest. Dragons lead at 61-48. Dribble drive, left side, they'll kick it back outside. There's a Dixon 3, off its mark, no good. Battle for the board, taken away by Rojas. After Bandu got to it, and a strip from behind, stolen. Dodge City comes up with it. Hutchinson not taking care of the basketball. Shot missing, rebound. Taylor gets it out to Rojas. Loose basketball. Dodge City comes up with it. They'll drive it in. Ball stolen away. Bandu. Here comes showtime. Curtis Hollis slams it home. It's fancy. Curtis Hollis' first points.
Well, he knows about being fancy.
Nice warm spot right over here by me. If you pull that on anybody. 6:18 to go. Dragons lead at 63-48. Left side for Eels. He'll shoot the three. It's not there. Rebound, Bandu. Bandu's got a lot of rebounds tonight as well. He'll bring it on the dribble. McGrody was kind of on his hip. Bandu will back it up and reset it with 6 minutes remaining. Devontae spins away, takes it inside, kicks it to Rojas, goes up with contact. Called. Here comes Don City. They'll bring it up. They'll spot up. A Dixon three from the corner right does not go. Curtis Hollis with the rebound.
Conquistadors 5 for 23 from beyond the arc.
And starting to maybe run out a little gas with 5:40 to go. J.J. Rhymes will check back in the Blue Dragon lineup. Ball on the outer perimeter. Outside. Hollis drives in. Little floater. Not there. Foul called. What did they call?
Ishan Murphy will pick up his third personal.
And it will be Curtis Hollis at the foul stripe. He will get set to shoot the free throw. Free throw toss is up and missing by Curtis Hollis. He'll shoot a second one. It's Curtis on the year.
Curtis is more of a 67% free throw shooter. If you took the average for the team and said, okay, who are the shooters that best represent the team average, Hollis would be your guy.
Well, I think he's a better free throw. Points to the sky. 64-48 Hutchinson now.
I think you have to be proactive like JJ and create your opportunities at the line.
I'm talking about opportunities by way of minutes, maybe more so. There's a drive inside and a travel call is getting airborne. Jump ball is going to be called. Possession here will be Dodge's basketball, however.
That's one of those situations where you got to get one. It's either going to be the travel like we thought it might be, but instead the jump ball happened and caused that travel, so you got to go to the alternating possession.
Hutch cannot let Dodge get on a big run right here, and they can do it. They're capable. McGrody looks to the right, steps inside, finds a seam, lays it up, and misses. Rebound, Blue Dragons, Curtis Hollis. Hollis has Rhymes on his left, gets it to him. Underneath the Rojas, slides in, puts it up, can't finish, and an over-the-back call on Rojas. Just slid in a little too far, and his momentum took him away from the basket. It does not go, and then over the back on a rebound. That'll be his third, and he will step to the bench. Timeout's going to be taken? I think so. 4:51 to go, a 1-minute timeout coming your way. Dragons 64, Don City 48. Blue Dragons trying to hang on. We'll be back in 1 minute.
We all like to save money when and where we can, right? You can do that every day at Salt City Pawn and Jewelry. Hi, this is owner Paul Phillips inviting you to stop in and say hi to our friendly staff. And while you're here, check out over 3,000 square feet of great merchandise priced at outstanding values. We don't have to offer huge sale prices for one day only when we do that on a daily basis. Save big over retail prices on firearms, electronics, guitar amps, name brand tools, video games, jewelry, and more. See us at 916 East 4th and Hutch, just east of Blue Dragon F.
HCC Sports is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, Barkley Plumbing, Vernon Chiropractic Center, Tim and Gina Ritter, along with Brian Strange of the Green Vision Group, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Wade Patton Insurance, A&A Builders, Old Office Shares, Mega Manufacturing, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Lowen Corporation, and by Mann, Wyatt, and Rice, LLC. These Sportscaster Club members help provide funds for HCC scholarships.
4:51 to go in this second half of play. It's time for the station ID, KWBW 1450 AM and 98.5 FM, and Hutchinson's Country Station 102.9 KHUT in Hutchinson. Feet inside the low blocks. Shot put up by Howard, not there. Rebound cleared away by the Blue Dragons. Rojas, he comes out, and a reach-in foul is going to be called. They'll get Howard. We'll walk down, shoot Blue Dragons free throws. I want to remind everybody, tune in to Pat James in the morning on Hutchinson's Country Station, KHUT, at 6 o'clock in the morning. You'll be glad that you did. And also don't forget about Darren Dunn over on My 93.1 and yours truly on KWBW 1450 AM as well. Have all covered. Free throw toss is up and good for James Rojas. How long have you been doing the morning gig now in My 93.1?
Officially or unofficially?
What do? You start 16 or something? Free throws up and good by Rojas. Got them both 66-48 Hutchinson now.
Well, there was that transition period. So, it's about 4 years.
Okay.
3 years officially, 4 years overall.
Feed down low blocks underneath. Howard with a soft hook. It won't go. Rebound cleared out by the Blue Dragons. Rojas gets it over to J.J. Rhymes. It wasn't very clean, but J.J. controlled it. Here's Cotton. 4:15 to go. Hutchinson right now looks like they're going to survive this. The drive inside by Rojas. Can't finish, but who can? It's going to be Curtis Haas. He'll finish it up and in. And a little warning. Going to be a warning on the Blue Dragons for knocking the ball away, I believe. Let's check it for sure. Or will it be something else? Rojas will check out. What do we got here? Is it going to be a technical on Rojas? They have him for 4 fouls on the board. They're going to have, Rojas is going to sit down. Technical foul. And it will be on Rojas. He'll pick up the personal, and it'll be his 4th. Evidently said something, Darren.
Well, and if anything teaches you not to say anything, it would have been that 8 technical game against Independence. And that was one thing we kind of alluded to early on in the game about James. When you get those fouls and things like that, or even when things are going well, you can't talk.
Got to keep your mouth shut. Free throws up and missing. Makes 1. That was Anderson. That will come down. Will be Dodge City basketball. So 68-49 is your score with 4:07 to go. Hutchinson in control of the basketball game. I think the fans will get into James a little bit as well. He'll sit down. Coach Freeman will have a little chat with him. Out the court. Bounce pass left side. Down the low blocks underneath. Frales puts it up and in. Pretty good looking big guy, you know what?
He really is. He's been relatively held in check, even though he has 10 points. Remember, he had 16 rebounds to go with that in the double-double last time at the arena.
Stay tuned as Darren Dunn will have his conversation with Coach Steve Eck after the ball game's over. There's a drive by Curtis Hollis, puts it down low to J.J. Rhymes. Shot doesn't finish, but the foul is called. J.J. will go to the line and shoot free throws with 3:37 remaining to go in the contest.
One thing I want to point out, Glenn, as Hodges picks up his 3rd for Dodge City, Howard, remember, he was kind of getting on a little bit of a run. He has been the spark in the form of points for this team. Dixon was able to score a few and spread the ball around as well. But remember, Howard had that and one when Rob Whitfield was backing away on that breakaway. And suddenly Howard did 15 points. Since then, Quiet hasn't scored.
J.J. Rhymes with his 17th and 18th point of the night to go along with 8 boards. And it's 70-51. Hutchinson slowly has built, after it got down to 7, a 19-point lead now again. Ball on the outside. That's Anderson. He'll shoot a high arching shot. It won't go. Kai Mitchell with the rebound. Kai will bring it up. And gives it out to Cotton. Cotton will bring it up across the half court. Dixon. Underneath, J.J. Rhymes, 20th point, easy basket. Rhymes puts it up and in. Coffeyville on top of Cali, 72-56 with 2:17 left. So Coffeyville will win the league. Hutchinson will be 2nd place with the win here. Here's Cotton. Outlet comes to J.J. Rhymes, to Curtis Hollis. Back quickly to Taylor, and he'll be fouled. Hollis trying to be unselfish. So was J.J. Good idea by the guys, but hey, take care of business. Will it be Rhymes or it'll be Taylor to the line? 2:45 to go. Well, looks like a doubleheader coming up on Thursday night. Darren, we'll double check. I think it might be Dodge City coming back in. That'll be a dangerous team. Free throw toss by Taylor's good.
I think Dodge City will look then at this game and figure out kind of what went wrong. I think if that's the case, Steve Tucker will for sure start Kevin Howard and Justice Dixon. We'll see if those two guys can perform. The big thing, too, to look at, 5 for 24 from the three-point line right now for Dodge.
Dodge would be 6-20 on the season. Dodge will bring it up. 73-51, Hutchinson. 2:37 to go. Shot up missing. Rebound back into the hands of Dodge City as the Dragons touched it. A three-pointer by Dixon does not go. Ran down by J.J. Rhymes. He'll keep it alive. Here comes Cotton with the basketball. Back to Rhymes. 2:23 to go. Give and go underneath. Cotton wraps it around. Can't finish it. Rebound's going to be cleared out of there by McCray for Dodge City. Dixon will push it. Right side Anderson. Dribble penetrates into the paint. Bounces underneath. Basket good. They're a dangerous team. They got some good guards, and Hutchinson can't let this big win, 73-53, a 20-point margin right now, go through their heads. They got to take care of business, get set to regroup, and get it going again on Thursday night.
I like that Anderson, who scored 21 earlier this year against the Dragons, just now scored his 5th point.
Drive to the basket, foul call. J.J. Rhymes will go to the line. He has 20 points tonight. J.J. will step to the line to shoot those. 1:53 to go. 25-point win season. It's both on the guys and the gals. You win and you keep playing. You lose and your season comes to an end. Free throw by J.J. Rhymes is good. He has 21.
Well, and I think sometimes that's where really good teams can crumble. You have teams that play so well during a regular season, but that's just the first part of it. The first part of it is having that good record to close out the season. Now, crunch time, when you have your back against the wall and have to win, there's a little different pressure put on you.
22 points for J.J. Rhymes. Just past 12. Dodge City bounce backdoor play does not go. Rebound cleared away by the Blue Dragons, coming into the ballgame now and stolen away. Anthony Munson is in there. He's out of Staten Island, New York for the Blue Dragons. Speed underneath. Basket is jammed home by Shirish Freels was able to put it up and in. A minute and 24 to go. 75-55. A 20-point lead for Hutchinson. And the Blue Dragons have cleared the bench. Also in there is, for the Blue Dragons, is reserve guard as well out there. There's a drive inside, shot not there. Rebound cleared by Munson. Put back, basket won't go. Gets another one. He tries to go up and draw the foul. Tanner Lackey's in there as well. Freshman out of Bueller. Address is Hutchinson, Kansas, but can really shoot the basketball. At the line will be Munson, and he was padding his rebound.
Well, and he already, with his limited minutes, still averages in rebounds. Got a bunch of them there, and when you look down there, compared to a lot of the other guys, he looks like he's really small, but he's actually 6'1".
Fresh free throws up and good. He'll shoot another one. Tika Winder, next one in the sights of JJ with 1,276 points. Munson misses on the second one. Hutchinson will let Dodge bring it up. 56 seconds to go. Three-pointer does not go. Long rebound cleared out by Anderson. Gets a fresh 30. They'll re-gun it. On its way to three from outside is up and good. Scoring it was Bruce Hodges. 76-58. Blue Dragons have the basketball. Kai Mitchell across the timeline. Gives it off to Munson. Munson will bring it in. Right side. Lackey for three. Rims off. No good. Rebound's going to be cleared out there by the Dodge City Conquistadors with 30 seconds remaining. They'll launch another three. It won't go. Rebound cleared by Mitchell. Mitchell will bring it on the dribble. Gives it off to Taylor to Whitfield, and that should do it. 20 seconds to go. Dodge still putting pressure on. Blue Dragons having to push the Munson. Ball knocked the backcourt. Here comes Rob Whitfield. He'll peel back outside. They're still staying with him defensively. Here goes the Lackey. I'd say you go ahead and score one if you can. Munson has it. That's not what Steve X says to do, and that's going to do it. Your final from Dodge City. The Blue Dragons win it 76-58. Hutchinson runs their record down to 25-5, and their Jayhawk record is 21-5. Dodge City will fall to 6-20 and 8-22 overall. And Hutchinson right now will be the number 2 seed. And it looks to me like they would be taking on this Dodge City team again coming up on Thursday evening. We'll try to get start times for you. I believe it'll be 5:30 and 7:30. Again, season tickets not good. You have to buy those at the door as well. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. Darren, I add up all the numbers. Your final again, 76-58, Hutchinson a winner. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
For over 15 years, Erickson Custom Building has helped homeowners bring their remodel ideas to life. If you're looking to update a kitchen or bathroom or hoping to remodel your entire home, trust the team at Erickson Custom Building. We create customized plans designed around your dreams, ideas, and budget. For quality and follow-through on any home project, call Erickson Custom Building at 620-585-2816 or visit ericksoncustomBLDG.com.
Welcome to the Hutchinson Medicine Shop. With the emergence of big business, not only in pharmacy, but all industries, Medicine Shop is proud to be a thriving